Hello students, in today's class we'll read about abstract classes and methods. Now before going into abstract classes and methods, let us recall abstraction. So what do we know about abstraction? We know that abstraction is one of the principles of OOP. And what is the definition of abstraction? Abstraction is the process of representing the essential features without including the background details. This is what we read about abstraction. Okay, so now how this abstraction can be achieved? Abstraction can be achieved with the help of abstract classes or interfaces. Now today we will concentrate on abstract classes and methods, and in next class we will study about interfaces. So let us first see what is an abstract class. A class that is declared using the keyword abstract and which represents a concept is known as abstract class. Now abstract classes can have methods with body and without body. Now the methods which are without body are known as abstract methods, and the methods which are having the method body are known as concrete methods, or the methods that we write regularly, the methods that we write in our programs with a method body are known as concrete methods. Now, what is the feature of an abstract class? An abstract class cannot be instantiated. That means we cannot create an object of an abstract class. Why? Because it is just a conceptual representation. Okay? So, an abstract class cannot be instantiated. We can create objects of subclasses to access members of the abstract class. Now, the abstract class will have certain members. Now, how to access those methods? If we cannot create object of that class, then how can we access those members of that abstract class? The abstract class can be inherited. That means its child class can use the data members or can use the members of the abstract class by creating object. So who will create the object? The subclass. The subclass will create the object, and using that object it can use the members of the abstract class. Now here is an example of how can we write an abstract class. As I said, abstract class is declared using the keyword abstract. So before the class name we'll write abstract, then the keyword class, and then animal is the class name. I am taking the class name as animal, and then inside the class whatever members it will have, we can write that. Next comes abstract method. What is an abstract method? A method without a method body is known as an abstract method, and a abstract method is defined using the keyword abstract. So an abstract method is declared without an implementation, that is without a method body, and one more thing, an abstract method ends with a semicolon. One example of abstract method is given here. Abstract, which is the keyword that is declaring the method as of abstract type, then void, and then sound is my method name. So what we have done, we have only declared the method. Okay, we have written only the method prototype or method signature, and we are ending it with the semicolon. There is no method body. So this is an abstract method. Next, why do we need an abstract class? So let us see why do we need an abstract class. Now, for example, I have considered here a class animal. Now, this class animal is having a method sound. This sound method, I am going to make it as abstract type. Why? Because from this class animal, I will be creating subclasses like dog, lion, horse, cat, etc. Now, the sounds of the animal differs from one animal to another. Yes, like a dog barks, a cat meows, a lion roars. Yes. So what we will do? We will declare a method sound that will be common to all. All the animals are having sound, but their sounds are different. Okay. So in this case, what we will do? We will declare the class as abstract class. Now when we are declaring the class as abstract class, what will happen? We don't have to implement the method sound. Why? Because we know that every child class have to declare the have to define the abstract method within itself. Clear? So since the animal sound differs from one animal to another, there is no point to implement this method in the parent class. This is because every child class must override this method to give its own implementation, and this is mandatory. If we are declaring a method as abstract inside an abstract class, then the subclass of that class have to define that abstract method within itself. Otherwise, you will get error. So, when we know that all the animal child classes will and should override this method, then there is no point to implement this method in the parent class. So we will make that method as abstract method, and we will make that class also as abstract class. Okay, now there is an example to show the use of or how to write an abstract class and an abstract method. Now, as I said, I have created a class animal which is of abstract type. So abstract class animal, this is my parent class. Now inside this class, I am declaring an abstract method which is named as sound. So public abstract void sound, and remember you have to end this method with a semicolon. Then I am extending the class. I am making a subclass of animal which is named as cat. So public class cat extends animal. Now inside this subclass, I am going to define the abstract method sound. Okay, so public void sound, and inside sound method, we are just using a print line to print the sound of the cat. Next, from animal class, I am extending one more subclass. So this is dog. So public class dog extends animal. Now again inside this dog class, which is a subclass of animal, we have to define the method sound. Now here again we are using the print line to print the sound of the dog. So from here what we can see, that the abstract class is just giving a template of its subclasses. Okay, it's just a conceptual representation, and since the methods that is used in this abstract class can be of abstract type or cannot be of abstract type, means abstract class may have abstract methods and may not have abstract methods. Okay, now when the abstract class is having abstract methods, then the class is incomplete. Now if we create object of that class, then what will happen during the compilation? It will search for the method body and it won't get, then it will give us error. So it's not possible for us to create object of an abstract class. Now, let us again go back into the program. So this dog class is completed. Now inside the dog class, I have written the main method. Now in this main method, I am creating the object of dog class and I am calling the sound method. So this sound method will be invoked from the dog class, and I am creating an object from cat class. This is object 1, obj1. Now this object is calling the method of the cat class. But what we can see here, that we cannot create an object of animal class. This we have to keep in mind. Okay. Now if we execute this program, we will get the output as bark and meow, the sound of the dog and cat, as we have called the method. So in that way we will get the output. Okay. Next one is, why can't we create the object of an abstract class? As I told you all that because these classes are incomplete. Why they are incomplete? Because they have abstract methods. Abstract method means they don't have any method body. So if Java allows you to create object of this class, then if somebody calls the abstract method using the object, then what would happen? There would be no method definition. So it will give us an error. So this was all about abstract classes and abstract methods. Now a worksheet has been given to you all which is based on these abstract classes and methods. You all solve that worksheet, and next day we will study about interfaces. Okay. So let us end our class here. Thank you.